Hello everybody, it's India International here, and today I'm gonna take you on a Tel Aviv treasure hunt. And let me tell you, I've spent countless hours exploring this city so that I can give you these precious gems. Right now I am kind of dressed like a journalist. Well, because I am one. The news station where I actually work is in the Yafo area,
which is the southern part of the Tel Aviv-Yafo municipality.
And it's also where I'm gonna show you our first gem. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. All right, now let's get going. Somebody help me. It's so heavy. Just kidding. Welcome to the suspended orange tree. It definitely is a hidden gem because I got drenched in sweat trying to find it. But anyways, it's just a great place to take pictures like this. And if you Photoshop out the line, you can actually create the illusion that you're holding the tree. This orange tree is in a ceramic pot and was made by Israeli artist Ran Morin back in 1993. And it's been hanging around ever since. That is pretty impressive, but let's keep going on our treasure hunt. Right now, I am in Tel Aviv's Graffiti Playground. I changed my clothes because it got pretty hot, but the adventure is still on. I love this area because every time you walk through, the art is different. It's just like an art gallery. People paint over each other's art and they put out new messages. I want to ask you guys, how long do you think each of these pieces lasts? 1 week, 1 month, 1 year? Let me know in the comments and I will give you the answer in a little bit. You can really see what's going on in Israeli society and politics based on the art because a lot of these pieces are very political. Some of them are very dark, some of them are very confusing, and some of them are just goofy. And as you saw, I was able to grab my own paint and spray my own message on the wall. So right here is the street where you can come down and just play around with your paint. One more tip, I actually heard it's better to come here at night to do graffiti, but for the sake of this video, I came during the day. So you know how I asked you guys how long you thought this graffiti lasts? Well, here's the answer. It really depends on how respected the artist is. If they are highly regarded in the community, people aren't gonna spray over their art. But if they're just a random no-name, people are gonna just spray over their work. All right, on to the next one. Halper's bookstore is actually hidden away on Allenby Street. You can see the sign here, but you have to go down this little alleyway to get to the books. So if you got here to Israel, you most likely came here by plane. So that means you have a flight home. And what better way to spend it than with a book? Where I'm at right now, Halper's bookstore is the perfect place to get a book in English because they have the largest English book collection in all of Israel. Not only do they have books in English, but they have books in Spanish, French, even some in Portuguese. Any of the most common languages, they're likely to have it. You really could just get lost in this maze of books. It kind of feels like I'm in a kaleidoscope. This is Yosef, who is the founder and owner of the store. So Yosef, what is one thing you have to offer to anyone who comes here? Love of culture, books, literature, reading, knowledge. You've really created a treasure here in Tel Aviv, so thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Get a blanket, get a picnic basket, and come here right now. This is Hafirza Beach, a gem that took me roughly 3 hours to find. I got lost on the bus system. There's a lot of charm to this place because it is a getaway from all of the hustle bustle in the most busy parts of Tel Aviv. Just look, you can have your legs hanging over the cliff, and then you can see the beach and all of the wonderful people there. This is insane. You just don't get this in central Tel Aviv. You gotta venture up north a little. And as soon as I got here, I felt this overwhelming peace wash over me. And that, my friends, is a gem in itself. Things are getting spicier here because now I am at the Levinsky Spice Market. Now this market is a hidden gem because it is different from all the other markets in Tel Aviv. It specializes in spices, dried fruits, and nuts.
And it's on this street right here. It was a little hard for me to find.
And because there are less people here, I think it's a better place for tourists to explore because the Shuk HaKalma, which is like the main market here in Tel Aviv, is filled with people and it can be kind of overwhelming. Right now, I want a snack, so I'm gonna go find some dried fruits.
Hey, I actually want to know, do I have any of you watching who would actually eat one of these in one bite? Put a chili pepper emoji in the comments if you would.
כן, כן, אני רוצה הכל.
גם בלי סוכר. נשים קצת, אפשר?
The sweetest thing just happened to me. I went to go buy my snack of fruits and the guy just gave me them all for free and I just got a bunch. And I also got this Persian halva, which kind of tastes like a marshmallow with pistachios. Anyways, I really think this whole experience goes to show you how hospitable Israelis are. They look tough on the outside, but inside they're just sweet and gooey.
Who was Ben Gurion anyways?
Well, he's basically like the George Washington of Israel. He was the first prime minister of this country.
Some may not find any interest in coming here, but I actually left this place really inspired.
This is Ben Gurion's house, and he has his very own library. Can you imagine having a library like this in your home? And this is what inspired me so much about Ben Gurion. He could read fluently in 11 languages. As the first prime minister of Israel, Ben Gurion received many gifts from people all over the world. And these weren't just little birthday gifts. They were very lavish gifts made of silver, gold, precious gems.
One of the things that inspired me the most about Ben Gurion is that he had this insatiable tenacity to continue growing in understanding and wisdom through books. So not only is Ben Gurion's house a great place to just find inspiration, but it's also fascinating to see what a house from the 1950s looked like.
Look at this kitchen. Jeez, it's so blue. For all my cooks out there, how many of you think you could cook on this? I want to know how many of you are pro chefs.
See, I told you this place was pretty interesting. Now I am back at the Jaffa port to show you a treasure that really touched me.
The Ilana Gul Museum is surprisingly filled with artwork by Israeli artist Ilana Gul.
Admission to get in is 30 shekels, which in US dollars is about $8.50.
The crazy thing about this place is that it's not just an art museum, it's actually the home of Ilana Gul. She opened up her home and made it a museum.
And me, as more leaning on the introverted side, find this pretty scary.
This is a portrait of Ilana herself.
I really appreciate how Ilana Gul pulls from so many cultures and time periods and perspectives.
The view you can get from the top of this place is absolutely stunning.
And not only do you get to see Ilana Gul's creation, when you come on top of her house, you can see God's creation. You can see the ocean and hear the waves crashing on the shore. Everybody, it is wisdom nugget time. Through this experience, I learned a lot about this city, and I think getting to know a city is a lot like getting to know a person. You have to spend time with them, you have to go out and do things with them. And I really feel like that's what I did with Tel Aviv these past few days. You have to go out of your way to find the treasures. When I take the time to intentionally get lost, it opens up a lot of doors to understanding the local culture better, and therefore I can become more comfortable with myself in different environments, because I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. So wherever you're at in the world, I'm urging you to do this too. Maybe you've lived in a big city your whole life, but you've never went and explored those hidden gems. Go do it now. I'm from Georgia in the United States. I live about 2 hours from Atlanta, but I hardly know the city. I couldn't tell you any of the hidden gems. And that's unfortunate. I wish I knew that city better, since it's kind of where I come from. Through this experience, I opened up my heart to Tel Aviv. I said, okay, Tel Aviv, show me what you've got. And I believe if we do this to every city we go to, there's a lot more we will take away from our travel. It's about changing the lens through which you see life. And we say we want this in theory, but because we stay in our comfort zones, we never end up doing it. Okay, So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. I really feel like I've been on an adventure with you all, and I want to go on many more. So I ask you, please subscribe. It helps my channel tremendously. And if you turn on the little bell, ding ding, you will get notifications of new adventures that you can go on with me. Let me know what your favorite gem was in the comments, and I will respond to you. Well, I think that wraps things up. Leitrot!
If you're interested in watching more Israel adventures, click on one of these two videos right here.